It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Davante Adams. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Raiders and the Broncos.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Bringing them out is the 12th-year pro seeking a return to Pro Bowl form, Russell Wilson.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. The first carry down. This is Williams. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You look at this Raiders defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he will have the Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Off the option, here's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now Wilson on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Chris Manhertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time.
They'll be led out by the veteran in his 10th NFL campaign, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They start to drive with White.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
To throw is Garoppolo. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
The Raiders had 5 and 11 on the year. Yeah, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Garoppolo now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo.
Gets it downfield to Mayer.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They run. Abdullah. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amir Abdullah.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment, That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. These two teams all tied after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Abdullah to return. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They keep it on the ground. White again. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He gets it left side to Johnson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to the ground game with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Go ahead.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. inside the red zone. It's Garoppolo. Touchdown! Davante Adams with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Wilson.
And that went too high and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here comes Abdullah on the return.
A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of his offense ready for their next possession. He found Davante Adams for a touchdown on their last drive, and they start again with a 1st down.
Up the middle, Abdullah. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This is screen to Abdullah. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Open man, that's Renfro. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He completes it right side of the lane. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And here he'll get it down to the 7. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result each and every attempt.
And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And quickly they get to the line. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Zamir White,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
Wilson's.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now it's Wilson.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jordan Addison, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And that game's gone to the half, all even at 10-10. In that first half, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who had the offense moving. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger, as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
3rd down and 1.
They'll run here. Abdullah. Amir Abdullah.
Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Amir Abdullah. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Carlson on for the PAT.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Amir Abdullah that finishes it off with a touchdown run.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
And he will have the Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
On 1st down, Wilson.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
This is taken at the 10.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Abdullah. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
The throw finding its target, the tight end Horsted.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout the...
Touchdown, Raiders! Amir Abdullah, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about...
And now off to the races, down the right side. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Over the middle. And a loose football. And the Raiders football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He completes it to Abdullah. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Throwing is Wilson.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Now Wilson going to change things up here. In motion goes Patrick. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Wilson.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know Just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raiders heading out to take over. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Here we go.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They go with Abdullah again. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. On their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a 1st down. Give them credit for that one.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run left with Abdullah. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. First down, here's White. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Garoppolo now. This is screen to Abdullah.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll go up the middle with Wright. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd and 12.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Wilson on 1st down.
Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Wilson.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Wilson will throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Las Vegas, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a somewhat disappointing season as they'll wind up at 6-11.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,
this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.